Okay, so you made it to the end of another course. Congratulations. That takes a huge amount of commitment, time, and energy, and just paying attention. So I want to highly commend you for that. You've chosen a field where things are constantly in motion, constantly changing. And so I've come to think of myself as a professional student who happens to do some software development on the side. It's really come to that point where learning is the main task, and the code or the application is kind of the byproduct. Maybe that's not the way to go about it, but that sure seems how it's been, at least here in the last 5 or 10 years. But I don't know about you, but I learned a ton by going through this material. You and I together have reviewed the 5 primary ways to store application data using Microsoft Azure. So we looked at table storage, queue storage, blob storage. We looked at Azure SQL Database and DocumentDB. For each of these, we talked about them conceptually from a high level. We built a mental model looking at how all the pieces fit together. We looked at the strengths of each of them, kind of pointed out, hey, this makes sense to use in this scenario and this makes sense to use in that scenario. We saw how to set things up and manage it from both portals as well as other tools like the storage emulator and things of that nature for development purposes. Looked at tools inside of Visual Studio as well. I tried to show you as much as possible some great documentation or articles where you can learn more about these things, some good code examples, where to find them, download them, and how to set them up and use them yourself. We looked at basic courses or basic cases in each of these technologies, and then I tried to push gently into some more advanced cases to at least make you aware of the other options that are available. And so I'm pretty confident now that you have a pretty strong foundation, with regards to how to store data in the cloud. Now, the next step for you is to dig deeper whenever you decide to architect your application around a given solution. You'll need to dive much deeper and become much more familiar with them. Okay, so the next course, I titled it Virtual Machines. It's a little bit of a misnomer. We will talk about virtual machines, but it's also going to serve as a catch-all for Azure topics, Azure products that didn't really fit neatly into any of the other courses. So we'll catch you there. Let me just do one last plug for my own website, www.learnvisualstudio.net. Please come by and take a look at it. Again, you're doing great. You're almost to the end of these courses. We're going to see you in the final course of this series of 4 courses. See you there. Thank you.